She was my student and it was wrong until her kiss made wrong feel like home. The lecture hall smelled of aged wood and chalk dust, the kind that clung to your skin like a secret you couldn't shake. I stood at the front of the room, my voice steady as I traced the arc of forbidden desire in Emily Dickinson's poems, words about wild nights and yellow boys that made the undergrads shift in their seats, half asleep, half intrigued. It was my third year teaching Intro to American Lit at Eldridge, and the October light slanted through the tall windows like a spotlight, catching motes of dust in lazy spirals. I was 34, Dr. Elena Harper, divorced once, childless by choice, with a closet full of tailored blazers and a heart armored in footnotes and first editions. American to my core, born in a sleepy Ohio town, raised on diner coffee and Bruce Springsteen records. I'd built this life on precision, on the safe thrill of metaphors that never bled into reality. Then she walked in late. 5 minutes past the hour, the door creaking open with a groan that echoed like a sigh. All eyes flicked up, but mine locked. Riley Voss, 21, journalism major, transfer from some community college in Michigan. I'd seen her name on the roster, but nothing prepared me for the way she filled the frame. Tall and lean like a willow in wind, with auburn hair that tumbled in reckless waves down her back, catching fire in the sunlight. Freckles dusted her nose like cinnamon on latte foam. And her eyes, God, those green eyes, sharp as sea glass, scanning the room with a mix of defiance and apology. She wore ripped jeans that hugged her hips, a faded Ramones tee peeking from under an oversized flannel, boots scuffed from too many late-night walks. She dropped into the back row, backpack thudding softly, and pulled out a notebook, her pen tapping a restless rhythm against the page. I faltered mid-sentence. Dickinson. She wrote of the soul's seclusion. I managed, my throat dry as old paper. Riley looked up then straight at me and something twisted in my chest. A hook sharp and sudden. Wrong. All wrong. She was my student. Bright, yes, her essays I'd graded last week were electric, laced with raw honesty about small-town dreams and big-city ghosts, but off-limits. The university handbook might as well have been etched in stone. No fraternizing, no blurring lines. I'd signed it without a second thought. Until now. Class dragged on, my words mechanical, the projector humming like a distant storm. When the bell rang, shrill, insistent, students shuffled out, voices rising in chatter about keggers and midterms. Riley lingered, zipping her bag slow, deliberate. Our eyes met again as she approached the podium, that pen still clutched in her fingers like a talisman. Sorry for being late, Dr. Harper, she said, voice low and husky, laced with that Midwestern drawl, vowels stretched like taffy. Up close, she smelled of vanilla shampoo and rain-damp leather, a scent that hit me like a memory I didn't own. Traffic from the dorms. Won't happen again. I nodded, forcing a smile that felt like glass. Just glad you made it. Your last paper on Whitman impressive. You see the pulse in his lines like few do. Her cheeks flushed, a soft pink blooming under those freckles, and she ducked her head, a shy grin tugging her lips. Full lips, I noted stupidly, the kind that promise stories untold. Thanks. Poetry's not my thing usually, but you make it feel real. Like it's alive. Heat crept up my neck. Alive. The word hung between us, electric. It is, I murmured, then cleared my throat. Office hours are Tuesdays if you want to talk more. She paused, backpack slung over one shoulder, green eyes searching mine, curious, unguarded. Maybe I will. Then she was gone, door swinging shut behind her, leaving the room emptier than before. I sank into my chair, pulse thudding in my ears, the chalk tray gritty under my palms. What the hell was that? A compliment? A glance? Nothing. But my skin buzzed, alive in a way it hadn't since Sarah, my ex, the one who'd left with whispers of too intense, and a suitcase full of regrets. That night in my apartment off campus, a brick walk-up with creaky floors and views of the Hudson River at dusk, I poured a glass of Merlot, the liquid glugging soft against the stem. The clock ticked, relentless, as I graded papers under the glow of a single lamp. Riley's came last. Her words leaped off the page. In the hush of a lover's breath, wrong becomes the only right. I set the pen down, wine forgotten, staring at the scrawl of her name. Sleep came, fitful dreams tangled with green eyes and the rustle of pages turning in the dark. Monday brought rain. Sheets of it slapping against the lecture hall windows like impatient applause. I arrived early, coffee steaming in a thermos, black bitter, the way my grandmother made it back in Ohio. The room filled slow, umbrellas dripping puddles on the linoleum. Riley slipped in on time, choosing a seat midway down the aisle, close enough that I could see the silver hoop in her ear glint when she tilted her head. She listened, really listened. Chin propped on her hand, lips parted slightly as if tasting the air. After class she waited again. Not at the podium this time, bolder, leaning against my desk as I packed my satchel. Dr. Harper? About office hours. Tuesday work. My heart stuttered. 11. Perfect. She flashed that grin, crooked, genuine, and brushed past me, her arm grazing mine. Electric. Wrong. I watched her go, flannel shirt swaying, boots echoing down the hall. The door clicked shut and I exhaled, long and shaky, the sound swallowed by the emptying room. Tuesday dawn crisp, leaves crunching underfoot as I crossed the quad, scarf tight against the chill. My office was a nook in the English building, bookshelves groaning under tomes, a worn leather chair, a window overlooking the quad where students huddled under oaks, laughing steam into the air. 11 sharp, a knock, 3 raps, hesitant yet sure. Come in. Riley entered, shaking rain from her hair, droplets catching the light like tiny stars. She carried a thermos of her own, unscrewing it to reveal herbal tea, chamomile, earthy and soothing. Brought this. Figured you'd need warming up after that downpour. I blinked, caught off guard. You didn't have to. Wanted to. She settled into the chair opposite, legs crossed, notebook balanced on her knee. We talked Dickinson first, safe ground, her insights sharp, laced with personal edges. She hid her fire, but it burned anyway. Like loving someone you shouldn't. Her voice softened on the last word. Eyes flicking to mine, then away. The air thickened, charged with unsaid things. Outside, wind whispered through branches, a low moan that mirrored the ache building in my chest. An hour passed too fast. Laughter over obscure footnotes. Pauses where our knees brushed under the desk. Accidental electric. When she stood to leave, her hand lingered on the doorknob. This was nice. Thanks, Dr. Harper. Elena, I said, impulsive, the name slipping out like a confession. Outside class. Her eyes widened, then softened, a smile blooming slow. Riley. Just Riley. The door closed softly, and I pressed my forehead to the cool wood. Breath coming in shallow bursts. Wrong. So wrong. But in that moment, with her scent lingering, vanilla and earth, it felt like the first honest breath I'd taken in years. The weeks blurred into a rhythm of stolen glances and charged silences. Lectures became performances, my voice weaving tales of outcasts and heartaches. Riley's pen scratching furious notes, her foot tapping time to an invisible beat. After one session on Wolf, she cornered me in the hallway. Rain pattering on the roof like Morse code. That stream of consciousness bit? It's like my brain on a bad day. Chaos but beautiful. I laughed too loud, the sound echoing off lockers. Wolf knew chaos intimately. Come by again, we can dissect it. She did. Often. Office hours stretched 2-3 hours, tea turning to takeout from the campus deli, falafel wraps greasy and warm, shared over discussions of Austin and hidden desires. Riley opened up in fragments. Small-town Michigan girl, out since 16. Parents who loved her but whispered prayers for normalcy. They think it's a phase, she said one afternoon, voice cracking like thin ice, staring at the rain-streaked window. But it's me. All fire and fight. I reached across the desk, hand covering hers, brief, scorching. It's not a phase. It's you. Her skin was warm, callous from guitar strings she plucked in dorm room solitude. She didn't pull away. Instead, her fingers curled slightly, tentative, and the world narrowed to that point of contact, pulse against pulse. That night, alone in my apartment, the Hudson lapping dark against the shore visible from my window, I paced. The floorboards creaked under socked feet, clock ticking like a countdown. Sarah's ghost lingered in the empty wine rack, her parting words a echo. You love too hard, Elena. It scares people. But Riley didn't scare easy. Riley burned bright, unapologetic. And God help me, I wanted to burn with her. Thanksgiving loomed, campus emptying like a sigh. My last class before break I dismissed early. Go stuff yourselves with turkey. I joked, voice lighter than I felt. Students filed out, coats rustling, voices buoyant. Riley hung back, backpack forgotten on her chair. Heading home? I asked, stacking notes, avoiding her eyes. She shrugged, leaning on the desk, flannel sleeves rolled to elbows, revealing a tattoo. A delicate swallow in flight, inked black against pale skin. Nah. Folks are in Florida now. Too much hassle. Staying put. Maybe hit the diner downtown. Alone on Thanksgiving. The thought twisted, something maternal, something fiercer. My place is quiet. I do a non-traditional spread, pasta, wine, no football. If you want company. Her head snapped up, green eyes wide, searching. Silence stretched, thick as fog off the river. Then soft. I'd like that. I nodded, casual, heart hammering. 7. Here's the address. I scribbled it on a syllabus scrap, hand shaking slightly, the pen scratched loud in the hush. She took it, fingers brushing mine, deliberate this time. See you then, Elena. The name rolled off her tongue like honey, warm and slow. She left, door whispering shut, and I collapsed against the desk, exhale ragged, the room spinning with what I just invited in. Evening fell early, streetlights blooming orange as I prepped. Boiling water hissing on the stove, garlic sautéing in olive oil, the sizzle sharp and homey. My apartment felt exposed. Bookshelves with dog-eared Austen, a jazz record spinning, Coltrane's low moan on the turntable, the faint scent of lavender from a candle flickering on the coffee table. 34 and unraveling over a student. Wrong. The word pulsed like a migraine. 7 on the dot, buzzer droning. Riley stood in the hall, wind-tousled, carrying a six-pack of craft IPA and a pie from the bakery, apple lattice crust golden. Figured we'd need dessert, she said, grin sheepish, cheeks flushed from the cold. We ate cross-legged on the rug, plates balanced on knees, forks clinking soft, talking over the music, voices overlapping in easy rhythm. She laughed at my story of burning Thanksgiving turkey, my first-year solo. Head thrown back, throat exposed, freckles dancing. Sounds like my attempt at Lex last Hanukkah. Smoke alarms, my smoke signal. Night deepened, empties piling on the table, the pie reduced to crumbs. Coltrane faded to silence, replaced by the distant honk of a barge on the river. Riley stretched, flannel gaping slightly at the collar, revealing the curve of her collarbone. Delicate, inviting. Our eyes met and the air crackled, heavy with wine and want. Thanks for this, she whispered, voice husky. Feels normal. Good. My pulse thrummed in my ears. You make it good. Impulsive, I leaned in, or she did, and our lips brushed. Featherlight, testing. Vanilla and hops, soft and searing. She tasted like home, forbidden and sweet. I pulled back, first breath hitching. Riley. Don't. Her hand on my cheek, thumb tracing my jaw, eyes fierce. Not yet. We didn't speak. Instead, she kissed me again, deeper, hungrier, hands tangling in my hair, body shifting closer on the rug. The world blurred. Her sigh against my neck, the rustle of fabric, the cool hardwood under my palms as I arched into her. Wrong melted into heat, into right, her fingers cool on my skin, tracing ribs like reading braille, my gasp swallowed in the dark. Later, tangled in sheets that smelled of her, vanilla and earth, she traced my tattoo, a small wave on my hip from an impulsive Bali trip post-divorce. Ocean, she murmured, lips brushing the ink. Freedom, I whispered, arm around her waist, her heartbeat steady against mine. Sleep came, dreamless, her breath warm on my shoulder. Morning light filtered through blinds, birdsong faint outside. Riley stirred, curls splayed on the pillow, green eyes blinking open. Hey! Hey! I smiled, fingers in her hair, the night replaying in flashes. Kisses, whispers, the creak of the bed frame. She propped on an elbow, freckles stark in the dawn. Last night. Was it? Perfect. I cut in, pulling her close. But doubt flickered, the handbook, the age gap, the power tilt. 11 years. Student. Wrong. We lingered in bed. Coffee brewing lazy on the counter. Steam curling like questions unanswered. She left at noon, pie tin in hand, a quick kiss at the door, soft, promising. Text me. Every day. The door clicked shut, and I leaned against it, heart full, terrified. Thanksgiving break stretched empty ahead, but now laced with possibility. Wrong, my mind whispered, but her kiss echoed louder, home. Winter clamped down on Eldridge like a vice, snow blanketing the quad in hush-white silence, footsteps crunching crisp under boots. Campus hummed quieter post-break, students bundled in parkas, breath-fogging air sharp as pine needles. I threw myself into syllabi revisions, office door ajar to the chill draft, but my mind wandered to Riley, her laugh echoing in empty lecture halls, texts pinging late night. Miss your voice or read Wolf again. Still chaos. We'd met once more before break ended. Coffee at the Riverside Cafe, hands brushing over lattes, kisses stolen in her dorm hallway when her roommate was out. Quick, heated, always pulling back with soon. Monday's class loomed, first since that night. I arrived early, chalkboard wiped clean, projector whirring to life. Heart pounding like a drum solo, I smoothed my sweater, cashmere soft gray, and scanned the door. Students trickled in. The lacrosse jock yawning, the theater kid doodling scripts. Then her. Riley snow-dusted jacket unzipped, auburn curls escaping a knit hat. She slid into her seat, midway, green eyes finding mine across the room. A nod subtle, loaded. Heat bloomed low in my belly. Lecture on Hawthorne's scarlet letters, irony thick as the plot. Sin, I said, voice steady. Isn't the mark, it's the hiding. Riley's pen paused, her gaze holding, unblinking. After as chairs scraped, she lingered, packing slow. Our eyes met in the aisle, electric, unspoken. I nodded, throat tight. The hall emptied, footsteps fading to echo. In my office, door locked soft. Click like a vow, she was on me before I turned, hands framing my face, lips crashing hungry. Missed you, she breathed against my mouth, vanilla sweet, body pressing close, curves yielding under flannel. We stumbled to the desk, paper scattering like confetti, her thigh between mine, friction sparking gasps. My fingers tangled in her hair, tugging gentle, her moan low and raw vibrating through me. Here, I whispered, half protest, half plea, even as my hand slid under her shirt, skin-warm silk. Everywhere. Her teeth grazed my earlobe, breath hot. We moved frantic, belt buckles clinking, zippers rasping, until the desk edge bit my hips, her fingers deft, exploring. Release came shuddering, my cry muffled in her neck, her name a chant on my tongue. She followed, body arching, green eyes locked on mine, vulnerable, fierce. After we straightened clothes, breathless laughs mingling with the radiator's hiss. That was, she trailed, freckles flushed. Reckless. I cupped her face, thumb tracing her lip. But you. We talked then, low voices over cooling tea, about fears unspoken. What if someone finds out? She asked, tracing my palm with her finger, nail bitten short from stress. I lose tenure. You get whispers. The words hung heavy, but her squeeze grounded me. Worth it. Her grin crooked, brave. Hell yes. Winter deepened, our secret weaving through snow-swept days. Stolen moments. Library stacks, her back against dusty shelves, my hand under her skirt, stifled moans blending with page turns. Late-night drives to the river, windows fogged, her straddling me in the passenger seat, leather creaking under us, stars pricking the sky like witnesses. Texts evolved. Thinking of your sigh, or wear that red scarf tomorrow. Building a world just ours. But cracks showed. Midterms hit, stacks of essays burying my desk, red pen bleeding corrections. Riley's paper came late, brilliant but frantic, words tumbling like her life unraveling. We met in her dorm that night, radiator clanging heat, her roommate at a party. Posters of indie bands curled at edges, guitar leaning in corner. She paced, boots thudding soft on threadbare rug. Professors on my hall, they're watching. Asked if I'm distracted in your class. My stomach nodded. Are you? She stopped, green eyes flashing. Distracted? By you? Yeah. But it's the best kind. She crossed to me, hands on my hips, pulling close. Don't pull back, Elena. Please. I kissed her then, slow, reassuring, tasting salt of unshed tears. We fell to her bed, narrow and lumpy, bodies fitting puzzle clothes. Her touch gentled, fingers mapping my scars, faint stretch from youth, divorce's invisible ones. Beautiful, she murmured, lips following hands, breath feathering skin. Love-making turned tender, whispers weaving promises. Stay. Always. Morning brought hangover light, gray and unforgiving. Her roommate's key rattled the lock. Early return, and we scrambled, clothes twisted, laughter hushed. Riley shoved me into the closet. Ironic, clothes rods digging ribs while she feigned sleep. The door shut, and we dissolved into giggles, her forehead to mine. Close call. Too close. But exhilaration thrummed, addictive. Holiday party season glittered. Faculty mixer in the dean's Victorian house, twinkle lights strung like stars, mulled wine steaming cinnamon scent. I went alone, black dress hugging curves, heels clicking parquet. Colleagues clustered. Dr. Grant droning tenure stats, adjuncts nursing eggnog. Then Riley, uninvited, bold, in a borrowed velvet top, jeans traded for slim black pants, curls tamed in a low knot. Snuck in, she whispered, sidling up at the punch bowl, ladle clinking ice. Needed to see you. Danger pulsed, thrilling. We mingled separate, her chatting animo with grad students, me nodding at small talk, but glances arced like sparks. In the powder room, door locked, she pinned me to the sink, marble cold against my back, her kiss bruising, desperate. Can't stop thinking, she gasped, hand sliding up my thigh, lace whispering. Later, I panted, nipping her lip. My place. Midnight found us there, snow falling thick outside, flakes melting on windows like tears. We made love by firelight, logs crackling, pop and hiss, shadows dancing walls. Her body under mine, freckles constellation on skin, gasped sinking with the blaze. Love you, she whispered first, raw, unprompted. As climax crested, her nails digging crescents in my shoulders. I froze, heart seizing. Love. The word hung vast as the river beyond. Riley. Say it. Her eyes pleaded, green depths swirling. I love you. Truth spilled, freeing. We clung after, sweat cooling, breath slowing to rhythm. Love. Wrong but anchor. January thawed edges, but rumors iced over. A colleague, nosy adjunct, eyes like hawks, cornered me post-class. Your TA mentioned a student lingering. Voss girl. Talented but attached. Chill gripped my spine. Bright kid. Asks good questions. Dismissive but sweat beaded under collar. That night, Riley came over, boots shedding slush at door. We cooked spaghetti, sauce bubbling garlic rich, but tension simmered. Heard whispers, she said, stirring, spoon clacking pot. Girls in my hall giggling about the hot prof and her pet. Rage flared, hot. It's not. I know. She set the spoon down, turning, arms wrapping me. But it hurts. Wanting to hold your hand in public. Shout it. Me too. God, me too. We ate in silence, broken by forks on plates. Then cleared, dishes clattering sink. In bed, urgency replaced words. Her on top, hips grinding slow, my hands guiding, moans building to crescendo. Release shattered us, tears mixing on pillows. We fight this, I vowed after, fingers laced. Together. She nodded, sleepy smile. Team Voss Harper. Spring crept in, crocuses poking snowmelt, but storm brewed. Dean's email pinged. Meeting. Student concerns. My hand shook opening it, coffee spilling, ring on desk. Riley texted simultaneous. What if they know? I didn't reply. Met the dean in her oak-paneled office, leather chairs creaking, air thick with old books and authority. Elena, she said, glasses perched nose, rumors, inappropriate closeness with Voss. Care to address. Denial rose automatic. Mentorship. She's gifted. Eyes narrowed. Gifted students need space. Watch it. Warning, veiled threat, probation review. I left reeling, quad blooming, oblivious, tulips unfurling red. Found Riley at the river path, sketchbook open, pencil scratching furious. They know something, I said, dropping beside her, bench cold through jeans. She closed the book, drawings of us, hidden hands, stolen kisses. Fuck them. Defiant but voice wobbled. We walked, hands brushing accidental, leaves rustling overhead like applause. Pause, I said finally, words acid. Until it's safe. Her face crumpled, freckles stark against pallor. Pause us? After everything. Temporary. Lie tasted bitter. For us. She stormed off, boots crunching gravel, back rigid. I watched, chest hollow, wind whipping hair. Wrong again. Always wrong. Days blurred gray. Classes mechanical, her seat empty, front. Back row now, notebook shut, eyes down. Texts unanswered, my knocks on dorm door met silence. Nights alone, wine bottle emptying slow, Coltrane's sax wailing loss. Love declared now ghost. One storm-lashed evening, lightning cracking sky, I cracked too. Drove to her dorm, wipers slapping rain, thunder rumbling gut. Hallway fluorescent harsh, her door ajar, light spilling gold. Inside she sat cross-legged bed, guitar in lap, strumming melancholy chords that plucked my heartstrings. Riley. Head snapped up, green eyes red-rimmed. Go. No. I crossed, kneeling, rain-dripping carpet. I was scared. Stupid. Scared of me. String twang discord. Scared of losing you. Hands on her knees, climbing slow. Can't breathe without you. She set guitar aside, strings humming fade. Then don't pause. Voice broke and she pulled me up, lips crashing, salt and need. We tumbled back. Rain pattering window like fingers, bodies reclaiming, slow, deliberate, her tongue tracing collarbone, my gasps, her name prayer. Love rebuilt stitch by stitch. Spring fair hit campus. Booths hawking cotton candy spun pink clouds. Ferris wheel creaking skyward. We went incognito, separate entries. Chance meet at funnel cake stand, grease scent thick. Her laugh bubbled free, powdered sugar dusting lips I licked clean behind hay bale stack. Quick and sweet. Missed this, she murmured, hand squeezing mine hidden. Me too. Normalcy tease, intoxicating. But summer loomed, her internship in NYC, my sabbatical research in Boston. 3 months, she said one night, my apartment, sheets tangled post-love, her head on my chest, heartbeat drum. We'll visit. FaceTime. Survive. Promise. Fingers in her curls, inhaling vanilla. But fear not, distance, doubt. Graduation neared, her cap and gown fittings, my tenure packet due. One lecture left. Final on Whitman, leaves of grass waving farewell. Room packed, air humming anticipation. Riley front row now, bold, notebook open, eyes on me like beacons. Song of myself, I read, voice thick. I celebrate myself and sing it. For every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. Our gazes locked, unspoken vow. Class ended applause and she approached podium. Classmates milling oblivious. Proud of you, I whispered, hand brushing hers under stack of finals. Love you. Bold, soft. Then gone, tassel swaying. Summer split us, her city buzz, subways rumbling underfoot, my coastal quiet, waves crashing like applause. Calls nightly, voices crackling lines. Saw a poet reading, thought of you. Or miss your touch. Visit stolen, weekend in the city, her tiny walk-up smelling of takeout and incense, bodies urgent on futon. Me in Boston, harbor salt on air, her train riding surprise, lovemaking to foghorn moans. Fall returned, her senior year, my full load. Reunion electric, quad gold again, her hug bone crushing crowd. But changed. Whispers louder, colleague glances sharp. Careful. I texted post-class kiss in car, windows steamed. Always. But caution chafed. Climax brewed at department holiday. Black tie, chandelier glow. I in emerald silk, her in borrowed dress velvet hugging curves. We danced separate but hands brushed bar, knuckles lingering. Then disaster. Adjunct Hawkeye spotted, cornering Dean mid-waltz. Whispers spread like spilled champagne. Outside, alley snow-dusted, she waited dressed stark against brick. They know Elena. Pictures, someone snapped us at the fair. Ice in veins. What now? Fight. Her chin lifted, green fire. Or run. We chose fight. Meeting Dean Dawn next, coffee bitter, her hand under table mine anchor. Relationship. I admitted, voice steel. Consensual. Over when she graduates. Dean sigh, long pen tapping. Policy breach. Suspension pending review. Her, no repercussions but distance now. Riley squeezed fierce. Worth it. Months blurred trial. Hearings in paneled rooms, voices droning legalese, my lawyer's cologne cloying. Riley testified, composed, eloquent. She taught me love isn't wrong. It's home. Tears pricked my eyes, hidden. Verdict. Probation, no tenure that year. But kept job. Cleared. Summer again, her graduation, cap tossed, sky cheers roaring. Stage embrace chaste but eyes promised. Post-party, river house I rented, fireflies blinking, we danced barefoot grass, her sundress swirling, my hands waist steady. Free, she whispered, spin laugh. Finally. Kiss under stars, slow burn. The river house was a weathered A-frame, shingles silvered by years of Hudson winds, porch swing creaking like an old lover's bones. We'd rented it for the summer. Riley's gift to us post-graduation, her journalism internship in Albany a short drive away, my sabbatical a blank canvas of research and recovery. Mornings started slow. Coffee percolating on the stove with a gurgle and pop, the rich aroma mingling with pine from the woods edging the yard. I'd watch her from the kitchen window, yoga mat unrolled on the dew-slick grass, auburn hair tied high, body flowing through poses, downward dog arching her back, freckles glowing in dawn light. 22 now, diploma fresh, she moved with new confidence, no longer the student in shadow. I'd join her sometimes, clumsy beside her grace, downward dog turning to giggles when my arms shook. You're hopeless, she'd tease, collapsing beside me, grass cool and tickling under palms. Hopelessly yours. I'd pull her down, kisses tasting of earth and promise, bodies tangling lazy till the sun climbed higher, birdsong swelling chorus. Days unfolded unhurried, her typing articles on laptop at the picnic table, keys clacking rhythmic, me annotating Austin in the hammock, pages rustling breeze. Afternoons we'd hike the trails, boots crunching leaf litter, her hand in mine open now, no hiding. Remember the first time? She'd say, pausing at overlooks, river snaking silver below. Office desk, papers everywhere. Heat flushed my cheeks. Scandalous. Perfect. Her grin crooked, pulling me close, lips brushing temple. Scents layered. Her vanilla, wild mint crushed underfoot, distant water musk. Evenings by the fire pit, logs snapping sparks skyward, stars pricking black velvet. She'd strum guitar, chords soft, original lyrics spilling about green-eyed girls and forbidden scrolls, voice husky firelit. I'd lean head on her shoulder, fingers tracing swallow tattoo, heartbeat sync to melody. Lovemaking followed natural on blankets by flames, her skin warm glow, moans blending cricket chirp. Or in the loft bed, rafters low, her above slow rock, green eyes locked, gasps name mantra. But peace cracks subtle. Late July, her phone buzzed insistent. Internship editor. Deadlines piling like storm clouds. She'd pace porch, bare feet slapping wood, voice rising clipped. I know, but the source is ghosted, give me a day. Hang up, sigh heavy, rubbing temples. Stress. I'd ask, handing chamomile steam curl. Worlds on fire, stories everywhere, me chasing smoke. She'd sip, eyes distant. Feel. Small sometimes. I'd cup her face, thumbs freckle trace. You're fire, Riley. Don't forget. Nights she'd toss restless, murmurs escaping sleep. Not enough. Prove it. I'd soothe, arms wrap but worry seated. Success pulling her, our bubble fragile. August heat wave hit. Air thick humidity, river lazy steam. We drove to town fair. Dusty fairgrounds, cotton candy spun pink. Carousel calliope wheezing tune. She won a stuffed bear at ring toss. Lanky arm fling triumphant, laugh bubbling free. For you, she said, plopping at my lap in truck cab, vinyl hot seat. Cheesy. But I hugged it close, her scent on fur. That night storm rolled in, thunder grumble distant, lightning fork sky. Rain lashed windows lash, wind howl eaves. We made love urgent, her nails back rake, my teeth shoulder nip, body slick sweat. After tangled sheets, her head chest pillow, breath even. Love this, she murmured half dream. Us. Forever. Forever. Kiss hair curl. But lightning flashed doubt. Forever young her, mid-40s me soon. Gap yawned wider. Internship ended abrupt. Editor quit, paper folding, her last piece spiked. Rage exploded kitchen, mug shatter, sink shards glint. Fucking waste, she yelled, fists counter thud. Poured soul in for what? I swept glass careful, cut sting finger prick. Not waste. You're gold. She sank stool, face crumple. Gold? Chasing dreams, crashing walls. What if I'm not enough? Enough. Word echoed Sarah's ghost. You're too much, Elena. Irony bitter. I knelt, hands knees grip. You're everything. To me. Tears spilled, hot cheek track. We cried together, rare raw, then climbed stairs, slow bed haven. Love-making heel, gentle, her surrender soft, my whispers anchor. Enough. Always. Healing came slow. Resumes fired, emails ping. Interviews Albany offices, her pencil skirt sharp. Curls pinned pro. Rejections piled. Overqualified. Not the fit. Frustration simmered, porch swings creak late. Her bourbon sip amber glow. Maybe teaching, she'd muse, firefly jar between us, bugs blink green. Like me. Tease light but heart clutch. Better. No hiding. Wink but eyes shadowed. Labor Day dawned golden, summer wane. We packed reluctant, boxes tape squeak, her car load trunk thud. Drive back Eldridge bittersweet, radio Springsteen croon Thunder Road. Windows down wind whip. Her hand thigh mine squeeze promise. Fall semester started chaos. My classes swell, her adjunct gig community college. Nights grading red ink bleed. Dinners rushed. Pasta boil hiss, her stories spill over wine pour glug. Kids today glued phones, no depth. Sounds familiar. Laugh shared, feet tangled table under. But distance crept, her late classes, my conferences. Text sparse. Miss you. Home soon. Nights alone. Bed cold expanse, her pillow vanilla faint. One October eve, full moon silver river, she came home late. Door slam echo, boots kick hall clatter. Rough day, she said, coat shrug floor puddle. Student accused bias, said my lifestyle slants lessons. Rage flare chest hot. Fired him. Handled. But. Where's? She poured scotch neat. Ice clink glass sip burn. I pulled her couch nest blanket wool wrap. You're brave. Changing worlds. Arms around head tuck neck. With you yeah. Kiss soft but urgency build. Clothes shed rustle, her mouth trail fire down my back arch gasp. Release wave crash but after her quiet heavy. November chill bit. Leaves carpet crunch. Thanksgiving again, her family invite Florida sun. Come, she asked packing suitcase zip. Tempted but policy scar fresh. Next year. When it's official. Hurt flicker green eyes. Official. Right. Kiss goodbye airport curb. Horns honk impatient. Plain whoosh sky I drove home alone radio static fuzz. She called nights. Beach waves crash phone voice sun warm. Mom asked about you. The professor. Said your family. Heart swell. Love them. Love you. Miss your arms. Whisper husky. Masturbation followed. Her moans guide hand breath sink. Temporary fix. Ache linger. Return brought snow flurry. Her hug bone melt airport pickup. Never again without you. Vow car heat. Home unpack frenzy then bed devour. Her taste salt mist, bodies reclaim fierce. Winter holidays glitter, tree lights twinkle, living room. Ornaments clink, hang. We baked. Gingerbread dough roll, pin creak. Her flour dust nose laughs, lick icing sweet. Christmas morn. Gifts wrap paper tear. For her, leather journal emboss. Riley Voss, storyteller. Mine necklace chain dangle. Swallow pendant match tattoo. Perfect, she breathed. Clasp neck click, metal cool skin. New Year's Eve, river fireworks boom, sky bloom. We on porch, blanket cocoon. Champagne fizz, flute. Toast clink. To us. Home. Kiss deep, year turn, tick, midnight chime. Spring bloomed, hope. Her full-time offer, local paper. Desk cubicle buzz. Beat reporter. She crowed, dinner steak sizzle pan. Real stories. Proud burst. Knew it. Toasts clink again, wine swirl. My tenure push, committee meetings drone, portfolios thick. She helped proof, red pen duel, coffee steam between. Brilliant, she'd say, kiss temple. Graduation, her skipped, mine milestone. Ceremony quad, gowns black sea, her front row clap loud. Stage walk, diploma grip. Eyes find hers, green anchor. Reception tent, champagne bubble, dean toast. Harper pillar. Later, home celebrate. Cake chocolate rich. Fork scrape plate. Pillar, she teased, chocolate smear lip I licked clean. Bed followed, celebration slow. Her fingers expert, my cries echo empty hall. Summer 2. Road trip plan, Route 66 echo. Her playlist indie twang radio. Car hum, highway, windows down, wind roar. Her hand gear shift, mine. Stops. Diners pie steam, motels neon flicker. Nights her body map explore. Sheets percale crisp. Grand Canyon rim, sunset bleed, red rock, we stood close, arms link. Infinite, she whispered, hair gust toss. Like us. Kiss wind sweep. But mid-trip call shatter, her editor. Layoffs. Economy. Voice crack phone. Coming home jobless. Devastation mirror. Pulled over look, arms wrapped tight. Will figure. Always. She nodded, tears wind dry. Hate failing. Not fail. Pivot. But fear whisper. What if pivot pulls apart? Return deflated, house quiet. Her resume hunt, frantic click. Nights she'd scroll jobs, screen glow, face blue. California? Big leagues. Gut twist. Far. Yeah. Pause heavy. But dreams. Dreams. Collision course. I swallowed sharp. Support you. Whatever. I search. Even if it breaks us? Silence vast as canyon. Won't. Lie brave. Fall 3 years in, her interviews coast, flights wing hum. Homecomings brief. Airport rush hug, bed reclaim hurried. Love you. Gasp climax, but distance echo. One night post call. Offer. LA dream gig. Pride war joy. Congratulations. Voice steady, heart crack. She paced, phone clutch. But you. Here. Sabbatical flexible. I follow. Eyes light. Really. Homes you. Truth bear. Packing frenzy, boxes label scrawl. Her book stack teeter. Drive cross-country caravan. Her ahead U-Haul rumble, me trail podcast drone. Stops motel neon, her body night wage, yeah, moans wall muffle. LA sprawl. Palm sway hot, her apartment tiny Venice walk up, salt air ocean crash. Job hustle, deadlines whoosh, her home late coffee stained shirt. City eats time, complain couch sink. I adjunct UCLA, commute traffic snarl. Nights we cook taco sizzle, her stories spill. Scoop celeb scandal front page. Proud kiss. Star. But cracks widen, my classes drag, her party's network, home empty echo. One eve her late again, I wait, wine solo, glass stem cold. Door open, stumble, laughter trail, colleague arm link. Jealousy spike venom. Fun night. She blinked, shoes kick off thud. Networking. Harmless. Harmless. Bitter spit. Argument brew, voices rise, dish clash. Miss us, I yell. You chase, I wait. She deflates, eyes wet. chasing for us. Stability. Us slipping. Truth wound. Silence thick. Bed separate that night, her back turn wall. Morning coffee drip awkward, her apology soft. Sorry. Tired. Forgive. Hug tentative. But seed doubt root. Months grind, her rise meteoric, bylines bold, my adjunct grind soul suck. Fights flare small. Forgotten birthdays, cancelled dates. Work first. Accuse bed cold. Building life. Defend snap. Love fray threadbare. Anniversary 4. Beach sunset, waves lap foam, her ring finger bare. Promise band we'd vowed. Dinner seafood steam, her phone buzz interrupt. Take it, I say fork poke. Eyes guilty. Quick. Not quick. Hour pass, sun dip me solo sand gritty. Return she sit, face crumple. Big story. Trip DC tomorrow. Again. Exhaust. I'm sorry. Hand reach I pull. Elena talk. Talk? Or chase? Stand abrupt, chair scrape. Walk beach alone, waves roar judgment, tears salt mix sea. Home she wait couch, guitar lap strum soft. Don't leave. Not leaving. Sit close. Hurting. Me too. Chord minor wail. Fear losing you to this. Job? Or me? You. Whisper raw. Shine so bright, afraid eclipse. Heartache. Never. Your son. Kiss heels slow reclaim. Bed gentle, touches map forgive, moans whisper vow. Renewal fragile, therapy suggest. Couch leather creak weekly, her hand mine grip. Communication, therapist drone, clock tick. We learn. Date nights enforce, phone silent dinner. Walks Venice boardwalk, her stories mine active listen. Fall 5. Her promotion anchor. Desk window ocean view. My book published, lit crit acclaim, signing bookstore ink smell. Pride Mutual, toast LA rooftop, city lights sparkle. Team, she say, arms wrap waist view. Always. Winter mild palm rustle, holidays fly family, her Florida sun, my Ohio snow. Blend. Turkey roast oven warm, her hand mine table under. Parents I soft accept. Spring bloom jacaranda purple, fights fade memory. Summer road back east visit roots, her Michigan lake swim cold splash, my Ohio diner pie steam. Fall 6. Wedding talk whisper. Not legal yet but ceremony dream beach vow ocean witness. Soon, she murmur bed fingers lace. Soon. But life curve her pregnancy scare. Test stick pee drip, lines pink faint. Panic joint. Not ready, but joy bubble if. False alarm but talk future. Kids maybe via donor her carry dream. Family, she say hand belly trace. Us first. Kiss soft. Years blend 7-8 LA root deep her editor now bylines legacy. My tenured UCLA lectures pack. Home. Balcony herb pot time crush guitar wall hang, our bed sheets percale worn love. Anniversary 10. River house rent again. Echo first summer. Porch swing creak her head shoulder river lap timeless. Worth every wrong, she whisper green eyes moon glow. Home. I reply kiss vanilla eternal. Dawn break bodies entwine birdsong swell love once wrong now right. End.